and decided to bat first.
That was really quick, and it had a bit of a setback halfway out to the boundary as well, because it hit the artificial pitch and took a leap up in the air. There's no third man, and that is 4.
Gooch continuing his tremendous form.
Well, the pace that goes to the boundary will be an indication of how fast the outfield is. It has fairly raced away. Four more to Gooch. It was difficult to know if that's the shot of the morning. There have been so many good ones played so far.
That's 4 more. 10th for the innings. 6th for Atherton.
Dev a little bit short of a length, but wide. That was a thing that shortened the length, and Atherton very quick onto that. That's Atherton's strength, mainly off the back foot. He gets in a good position, keeps his head down, keeps it still, crashes that away, square on the offside.
Flick off the hips. Won't be full this time. That's fine running by Graham Gooch. Times in his career when people have thought perhaps he didn't pick up as many 1s and 2s as he might have done, but he made that into a 3 by some very positive running.
Anything outside that and it's runs.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Only the second one he's dropped short and with a little bit of width as well, but it was a beautiful shot from Gooch.
It's that sort of pitch, they're in that sort of form.
That's a very good half-century. Atherton on his home ground has played some delightful strokes this morning. But he hasn't timed that, but he's still going to get 4 for it. It came off very slowly. That's going to have to wait and wait and wait. Congratulations from the skipper there. And up comes 100 for England.
Yes, that was very short.
$50 for Gooch. 57 for Atherton. 109 for no wicket.
And another one. Much straighter bat. What confidence the man's got to try that in the first few minutes after lunch.
Change of bowling now. This is Kumble, the young leg spinner. Anil Kumble playing his first test match.
That's beautifully bowled. Just hurried onto him a little bit. Perhaps a few drops of rain on the pitch might have had it skid off.
Campbell have been tending to do that all morning, running into the right-hander batsman, but that just half-held kind of thing.
That beats the fielder. It's 4. He didn't get it off the middle of the bat, but he placed it so well that it didn't really matter. They need to run for that. And that's the 100 for Graham Gooch. Another splendid innings for him. Followed his triple 100 and his single 100 with another 100 here at Old Trafford. What a marvellous summer. 101 from 144 balls. .200 up for England, but no wickets down for India.
Second consecutive double century partnership by these two batsmen.
Goes for the pull. Probably only one. Misfield, and he's going back for it. That gets in there. 12th innings for England, second 100. .210 deliveries, 9 fours. The big applause, players' balcony. Acknowledgement to Atherton all the way around his home crowd. There's the members' pavilion there. Standing reception for him, and well deserved.
And shoulder. And John Holder has given Gooch out. First bit of ill luck that's come his way. Barker has struck. First wicket down. Graham Gooch caught Moray bowled for Barker 116. 163 balls, 237 minutes and 16 fours. Nice way to start. Beautiful straight finger.
Well, you don't bowl those to go. Well, you do, and that's the result.
He's caught him, and there goes. It's a bit of a loose shot. Really trying to get a little bit too much purchase on that by opening the face, slicing it away, back of the square on the offside, straight into the hands of backward point. And the half volley, and he recognises. The feet start to go and the bat starts to swing. That's a fine stop. Sanjay Mandraker at mid-wicket. Really fine stop. That was typical of the strokes earlier in the day, which you just push and suddenly find they're in a gap and away for 4.
Something you wouldn't do on the Maidans of Bombay.
So Irani it is then to Atherton.
And he has wicket. Atherton goes for 131. And that is a very well-earned wicket for a young leg spin bowler. He's only been around a short time, but shows a great deal of promise. For an instant it was going to beat Jack Russell. Now all he's done is beat the man into the boundary.
There's a huge shout, and that's out. Complete misjudgment by Russell there. Full marks to Awani. Disappointed Russell goes, and that's a good start for India. In fact, Russell there going for the lap to one wide and caught at the wicket. Good bowling by Awani. Two close catches, the slip in short leg, and 5 men saving the single. Oh, my word, what sort of bounce was that? It's laughable in a way, but from nowhere that nearly took his head off. Well, it's 4 runs. They're wearing shin pads, but they would have been useless there. Just look at this one take off. That's his favourite square cut. Although there's only 20 yards to run for the sweeper, there was no chance.
That's full toss. In between mid-wicket and cover, 4 runs to Robin Smith. That's out. It's all paid off. And for Anil Kumble, it's a first Test match wicket. Sanjay Manjrekar took a lovely reflexed catch of the bat of Alan Lamb in that silly point position. It looks so simple. Manjrekar was crouching just a few yards in front of him. He popped it straight into his hands.
But it'll pick 4 runs up for Robin Smith. Just going back to Kumble and his bowling style. That, I can assure you, was a lovely piece of bowling. A quicker top spinner that has zipped through, and when you take into account how slow this pitch is and the lack of pace in it, that was a really beautiful piece of bowling. John Morris is the man gone.
Different sort of innings for Smith. So often in the past he's had to deal with extreme pace and seam, but look at that for a shot. That was good footwork and timing superb.
Yes, the important thing about Robin Smith, he has made runs against different attacks. He's made them against the quick bouncy ones of the West Indies, and he's made runs against the slower spinners of India.
Oh dear, brilliantly bowled. Absolute classic delivery, and Lewis really has been in trouble all the way through. That was a lovely delivery, pitching around middle and leg, clipping the top of off stump, and unless your footwork is absolutely spot on, a batsman's got no chance against that. So that really tops the morning off for India. Oh, that must be out, and it is. Not really the one to sweep. Jack Hampshire has the final say. Hemmings goes. A good little innings of 19. Perhaps he could have done with a few more, but 434 now for 8. Oh, now he's starting to play. He's got to do it. The crowd will love this.
Kumble in bright sunshine now. Well, has appealed for all sorts there. Catch, LBW, and Angus Fraser solves the problem for umpire Holder by striding off the field. Prod And at last, this is how it happened. The ball taking an inside edge, I think, and going back off the pad to Tendulkar. That's a good shot. Beautifully placed. Exactly what Robin Smith was trying to do.
There's the wrong one. He's got inside it and hit it away over extra cover. That's a lovely shot. Or he can pick up the 100. That's well played by Robin Smith and very well played by Devon Malcolm. Excellent supporting role there from the fast bowler to enable Robin Smith to reach his century. That's over extra cover. The left arm spinner lends himself to that sort of treatment. The batsman's good enough to make a little bit of room for himself.
Yes, most of the South Africans, Barry Richards, Mike Proctor, Smithy, like to hit the ball that way. They brought up on good wickets, trying to give themselves a bit of room and hit the ball over the offside.
The manager and the two players have been joined by Ted Dexter, the head of the England committee. And that's the end of it. That's 121 not out for Robin Smith. And just as important, a 60-run partnership for the last wicket between Smith and Devon Malcolm. Yes, that was a splendid partnership between Smith and Malcolm. They added 60 and it took England up to 519.
Riding on a perfect start provided by Gooch and Atherton, who made 225 runs for the first wicket, England went on to score 519 runs in the first innings. Robin Smith remained not out at 121, added 60 runs for the last wicket along with Devon Malcolm. All the Indian bowlers were taken apart by the English batsmen, with Narendra Hirvani finishing with the figures of 4 for 174. Kumble, making his debut, did well, picking up 3 wickets for 105 runs. Kapil Dev, Prabhakar and Shastri picked up 1 wicket each.